Hello students, myself Rajesh Singh, SST teacher. Today we are going to take a fresh topic, that is development of resources. As we all know that resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. But what our ancestors, our forefathers thought that the resources is the free gift of the nature, and they utilized it indiscriminately, not properly. So what happened? There was depletion of resources. So what happens? What are the problems led by the depletion of resources by utilizing indiscriminately or improperly? What happened? First one was depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of a few individuals. Means resources got depleted due to few greedy people. And second one was accumulation of resources in few hands. Means जमाखोरी, ज्यादा पैसे कमाने की होड़ में जमा पूंजी पूंजीपति लोग, business class, business tycoons in the world. And what happened of that? That in the world, two sections of society came into existence, that is rich and poor, have and have nots. Now, third one, indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crises such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. Now, and if equitable distribution of resources has become essential for a sustained quality of life and global peace, what happens? Why it has been written here that if the equitable distribution of resources, if India requires, China also requires, America also requires, Russia also requires. But if China wants that all the resources should become on this planet Earth should become of that country, then what will happen? There might be third uh, uh, World War. There might be third World War. So what happens? Resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life. Now, sustainable existence is a component of sustainable development. Now, what do we understand by sustainable development? Sustainable economic development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. Now, understand like this: we should develop ourselves. Any country, any nation, any state, any district, any individual should develop themselves, but not overutilizing the things. Why we say that wherever there is a requirement of fan or electricity or power or LED bulb or tube light, utilize it. And when you are leaving the room, just put it off. Why? To save electricity. And when we are saving electricity, we are generating electricity, because per kilowatt of or hundreds of megawatt of generation of electricity required lots and lots of tons of coal to be burned in the thermal power. Likewise, we should develop ourselves, any nation, any country, any individual, but without damaging the environment, and we should not compromise on the basis of the thing that our future generation would only see into the book or picture. Suppose if coal on this planet Earth just vanishes or has been completely exhausted by utilizing, then our future generation will see only the picture of coal in the books. So this means sustainable development. Now the next topic is coming, that is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1992. What is this? What was this summit called upon? On which topic? For what purpose? Okay, so in June 1992, more than 100 heads of countries met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for the first International Earth Summit. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection and socio-economic development at the global level. Now, the assembled leaders signed the Declaration on Global Climatic Change and Biological Diversity. Here, the Rio Convention included the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development in the 21st century. What happened? All the heads of 100 countries in Brazil, the place named as Rio de Janeiro, they gathered together and discussed on the environment and development for achieving the sustainable development on this planet Earth. And they also discussed that this climatic change, the ozone layer depletion, the global warming, which are being happen on this planet Earth, should be avoided and it should be checked. And they signed on this that all the 100 countries will, heads of all the 100 countries will return back to their country and make their own country's Agenda 21 on which they have to act upon. Or now you can ask, or any student can ask, what is Agenda 21, sir? Now let's discuss about the Agenda 21. In the Declaration of Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1921, which was signed by the 100 heads of the different nations in 1992, and it was decided by the United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development, UNCED. So it aims at achieving global sustainable development. Now, it is an agenda to combat, to fight environmental damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation on common interest, mutual needs, and shared responsibility. Means all those heads of different 100 countries who gathered at Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, all those countries will fight against or try to solve the problems of any country which have signed this agenda on different issues like global warming, global cooperation, common interest, mutual needs, and shared responsibility. One major objective of the Agenda 21 is that every local government should draw its own local agenda. So today we are concluding, and we'll meet you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Take care.